This year in Academic Seminar, you're going to have a few assignments that are designed to accompany your online courses. The assignment we're going to discuss here is your weekly progress report and parent email, which aims to help you set and meet weekly goals and to keep your parent or guardian aware of your progress in your online course. In order to ensure that this assignment can be completed from nearly any device that's connected to the internet, we're going to start by adding a custom pacing calculator to your new Google Drive account. In order to begin, open up a web browser and navigate to Google. I'm going to be using Mozilla Firefox as it's the web browser that I prefer, and it's the one that we've selected to use on the lab computers, but you can use virtually any web browser that you want, whether it's Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, etc. From the Google homepage, select Gmail and enter your login information. You can see mine's already populated because I use this frequently, but you'll just need to enter in your email address, your @oaklandchristian.com email address, your password, and then click sign in. Once you're logged into Gmail, you'll have access to all of the Google apps that we're going to need to use for this exercise, and really any Google app that you'll need, period. By clicking on this little icon that looks like 9 small squares that form one larger square, you'll open up the 9 most common Google apps that are out there. We're going to be using Drive today. If you're interested in more apps, click on more, explore that stuff later, but today, again, we're only interested in Drive. Now, once Drive's open, we're going to want to add files to it. You can see mine's already pretty well developed, and I've created a folder just for this, but you don't need any of that today. We're just adding files to it. You can organize later. To do that, you can just drag and drop the pacing calculator into Google Drive, and it'll begin uploading. Once it's completely uploaded, you'll see it available here. And to get a little preview, you can just double click on it. There's two ways of accessing, well, maybe there's more, but there's two ways that I'm really familiar with of accessing these files. One is to download it, and this is going to actually download the file to your device, and then you can use whichever spreadsheet software you prefer to edit this software or to edit this spreadsheet. But the way that we're going to be interested in today, and really for this course, is going to be to open it with Google Sheets. The cool thing about Google Sheets is that it is web-based software. And so it can be used anywhere on any device, regardless of what kinds of software or other software that's installed on it. It also means that you don't have to buy Excel or anything else. Once the pacing calculator is open, you'll see that there are some fields highlighted in yellow, and those are the ones that we're interested in filling out. The pacing calculator 4 is asking for your name, and so I'm going to put in mine. I'm also going to put in today's date. I only need month and day. It will automatically populate the year for you. So you just put in 6/6, today's June 6th, and hit tab, and it enters 6/6/15. The third field asks for the number of school days that are left to complete your classes. There's a couple of places you can find this in the room. First of all, on the wall, on my whiteboard in the front of the room, as well as the whiteboard behind my desk, you'll see sheets that are going to look something like this. This one was from second semester last year, and it was at a point when there were 75 school days remaining in the year. These sheets also display information about the number or the amount of time that's lapsed for the year, but we're not really interested in that today. We are only interested in the number of days remaining, which in this example will be 75, and so that is what I will enter into my spreadsheet, 75 days. The next field that we're interested in is the class name. For today's example, I took a screenshot of a student who had been working earlier last year and was enrolled in financial math. So that's what we're going to want to enter into our class name, financial math. The next thing it's interested in is our current progress percentage complete. So this is just wherever it's at, wherever I'm at right now today. This student at this point was at 23.8% complete, as you can see here. So that's what we're going to enter here. Now this screenshot is from Edgenuity, and I know most of you are probably going to be enrolled in Michigan Virtual, Connexus, a lot of other things, but all of these learning management systems will display the same basic information: the name of the course, your grade, and the course completion. So that's what we're interested in today, course completion. Once I've entered that information, name, date, number of days left, course name, and my current completion percentage day, or current completion as of today, it generates daily and weekly goals for me automatically. I should plan on completing approximately 1% per day, and in the next week, or by 6/13, exactly 7 days, or exactly 1 week from the 6th, I should have completed 5.1% of my course. Another way to look at this is below, where it says my total is 23.8%, and I will reach 28.9% by 6/13/2015. For those of you who like a daily outlook, you can actually scroll over and enter in the daily actual progress you made as you move towards your completion goal. You may be interested to note that there's only 5 days here. I'm only interested in actual school days during a week, but you have 7 days to complete the goal. Once this information has been entered and you have generated your goal, you're going to want to go back to your Gmail account and click Compose. There's 2 people you need to send an email to each week. The first one is going to be a parent, your parent or guardian. I'm going to use myself, my other Gmail account, as my parent, and you're going to need to send the email to me. The only email address that I'll accept is going to be my Oakland Christian email address, which is acomer@oaklandchristian.com. In the subject field, you can put something along the lines of weekly progress update. And in the field, or in the subject field, you'll want to enter something along the lines of my goal for last week was to reach blank blank percent by 6/6/15. Now we'll assume that I met my last week's goal exactly, and since we were at 23.8% today, we'll say that was my goal, and that's what I've met. And in the second line, we are interested in putting in what I actually reached. Now, since I made up my own goal, I actually did meet it right on the nose, and so I would put in something like, as of 6/6/15, I have reached 23.8%. The last piece you need to enter is your new goal. So you would put something like, my new goal is to reach, and what was our goal for next week? Our goal for next week was 28.9% by 6/13, 28.9% by 6/13/15. By clicking send, you have completed your weekly assignment. Over the course of the semester, completing this assignment can have a fairly significant impact on your final grade. Last year's students who faithfully completed academic seminar assignments saw their grade raised by an average of 1/3 of a letter grade. In other words, these simple tasks made a difference between a B+ and an A-. Similarly, students who failed to complete these assignments saw their final grades drop by similar margins. If you have any further questions about how to complete this, how to use the spreadsheets, how to use any part of Google Apps, etc., please ask me anytime or email me, and I would be happy to answer whatever questions you may have. Thanks. Talk to you later.